Hey guys, and welcome back to my elite guide for today's Dreadbloon on Muddy Puddles. So in military we go for 1 extra pierce on our monkey subs and 1 extra grape for our boat. On the magic monkey knowledge we go for warm oak, so heart of oak is reduced by 100 cash. And for support the most important one is by far paragon of power, so our paragons can attack 25% faster. We are starting the game by placing down a sub monkey and upgrading our sub monkey to longer range so it can attack the first 2 tracks, and after that we are going to place down 2 more subs, but we don't upgrade them yet. Make sure to place down Ben in round 8 before the round ends so he gets extra cash and experience points for round 9, and in round 9 you can upgrade Ben for $17 to make a little bit extra cash. Now place down your first farm and upgrade your first farm to increase production. Place down a druid and now you can upgrade your banana farm to greater production. Now upgrade your druid to druid of the jungle. You will probably leak a couple of bloons, but you can also use Ben's ability to leak a little bit less in round 16. After upgrading your druid to druid of the jungle, go for hard thorns so he can also attack lead bloons. At this point we are pretty good for the next 10 to 15 rounds, so now focus on farming and place down greater production farms. After placing down 5 greater production farms, you can actually upgrade all of them to marketplace. Alright, in round 35, place down a glue gunner on strong on the same position I placed him, and place down 1 more druid and upgrade your druid to druid of the jungle and hard thorns. In round 36, if you have 65 lives or more, you can actually leak all of the camo bloons, but if you have less HP than 65, I highly recommend to place down a crossbow monkey. I'm going to show you guys where to place him exactly, because we have to place him down anyways on round 37. Place down a merchantman boat so it can actually help you guys to defeat the camo bloons. We're actually greeding as much as possible here, so tier 1 is way easier. You can always use Ben's ability against the camo bloons, because I'm not using Ben's ability before round 40 anyways, so just keep using Ben's ability and you will leak less HP than I do. And if you have the mana shield monkey knowledge, yeah, it doesn't really matter, because you have the mana shield and won't lose any HP. Upgrade your boat to favorite trade, and at this point just wait until you are at round 40. Alright, against tier 1, just follow my setup. The positionings are very important. Make sure your glue gunner is also on strong. This is also very important. For the first 2 skulls, we are going to use spike factories, and after that, we are going to sell the spike factories at the magic immunity phase, and we are going for a tier 5 flagship carrier, because the flagship carrier can actually defend every lane and defeat the Dreadbloon if we buff him with a 3-0 alchemist. I highly recommend you to watch the part of tier 1 before you actually try to do it yourself, because you can't pause in the middle of the round. And yeah, you have to be not very quick, but you have to be quick with the upgrades so you don't leak any bloons. And one quick note, for round 42, at the start of round 42, you have to buy a 300 sub to decamo the camo bloons, otherwise you are probably going to lose, because you will leak all of the camo bloons. At this point, everything is going to be way easier. Make sure to get yourself a favorite trade before you sell your towers, so you have a little bit more sellback. And for defense, we are going to use a 4-2-0 boat. And after that, we are just going to build as many marketplaces as possible in range of our Monkeyopolis. In round 45, you have to upgrade your second village to radar scanner, so you can actually see camo bloons on your boat, because otherwise you don't have any camo defense and you are probably going to lose. In round 46, place down Ben for extra cash. He won't make much money until round 80 or so, but yeah, in the long run he will still make a tiny bit of money compared to a farm. In round 49, make sure to place down an alchemist and upgrade your alchemist to 3-0 to buff your boat for even more defense. On round 52, make sure to place down a 0-3-2 wizard on the right side of the map. So yeah, that's our weak spot right now, and we need a little bit extra defense here. Yeah, you can also buff your wizard by using a 3-0 alchemist. After you run out of space for farms, you can just place down 3 favorite trade boats, 1 in every single pool. Alright, the first thing we have to do against tier 2 is to go for a Spirit of the Forest. You can just place him next to your 3-0 Alchemist. Make sure to sell your Wizard, so he's just buffing your Spirit of the Forest. Our Spirit of the Forest is our defense against the neutral rounds. And for Dreadbloon damage in general, we are going for a 5-2-0 Spike Factory. Make sure it's in range of your Monkyopolis. Get Jungle Drums on your Monkyopolis for extra attack speed on your Spike Factory. And make sure your Spike Factory is in range of a 3-2-0 or 4-2-0 Alchemist. Once you hit the support immunity phase, you can sell your Spike Factory and get yourself an MAD for the last 25% of Dreadbloon. Make sure to use its ability and keep an eye on the Rock Bloons. You might have to aim your MAD a couple of times at the Rock Bloons so you don't leak any of them. Alright, after defeating tier 2, you can start selling your MAD. Our defense is going to be what we have on the screen right now. So Spirit of the Forest buffed by an Alchemist and our 4-2-0 boat buffed by an Alchemist. Yeah, and at this point get yourself a 5-2-0 Banana Central farm and make sure to get 2 overclocks and overclock your 5-2-0 farm always. Keep 100% uptime of the overclock on your Banana Central. This will make a lot of money. Guys, for real, don't forget it. If you tend to forget it, just use 2 tech bots because this is incredible. It makes so much more money on your Banana Central, and it's very, very important to always do this. I always tell you guys, don't forget to overclock your Banana Central, and I often read comments that people forget it and then they had way less money than I did. And yeah, basically at this point, just build as many 4-0 farms as possible, and yeah, that's basically it until tier 3. Alright, we are at tier 3. If you haven't already, get jungle drums on your monkey Opulus. And for damage, for the first primary immunity phase, we are going to build a 5-0 Spike Factory again, combined with an MAD. Make sure both of them are buffed by a 4-0 Alchemist. And yeah, that's basically our defense for the first immunity phase. You can also place down a Flying Fortress, but I highly recommend to go for Spy Plane, so not top pass, but middle pass, so it can attack Camo Bloons or DDTs later in the 90s. Yeah, that's some extra damage for the first immunity phase. Make sure if you get a Flying Fortress that you buff it with a 4-0 Alchemist, and after that you can upgrade your boat to a flagship carrier and start preparing your Boomerang Paragon by placing down all tier 5 Boomerang monkeys. Alright, after hitting the military immunity phase, you can sell your Spike Factory and get yourself a degree 1 Boomerang Paragon. This guy can easy defeat Dreadbloon completely alone. He can also completely defend all the Rock Bloons by himself. Right after defeating Dreadbloon Tier 3, you can get yourself a favorite trade, sell your Paragon and your flagship carrier, and follow my setup. I'm going for a lot of boats here, so we can farm some pops and cash for our boat Paragon later. I'm also going to get our flagship carrier back, but in a different position. And yeah, that's basically our defense until tier 4. A little side note, if you want to make even more money than I do, you can place down overclocks all over the map and overclock all of your 4-0 farms. So if you lag behind in money, I highly recommend you to get more overclocks and overclock all of your BRF farms. Against tier 4 Dreadbloon, we are going to get a boat Paragon. Make sure to spend about 600k, maybe a little bit more, so you have a degree 45 or at least 40 boat Paragon. That's really important. And then you can prepare another Boomerang Paragon. Make sure you place him on the right side of the boat. And yeah, after defeating the first immunity, the primary immunity phase, you can upgrade your Boomerang Paragon, spend as much money as possible into your Boomerang Paragon, so he's as close as possible to degree 60. After defeating tier 4, make sure to get all of your favorite trade boats back for extra cash generation, and then you can just fast forward until you are at tier 5. At tier 5 you can sell all of your towers, and after that you can go for a degree 20 Ninja Paragon. You can just place down all tier 5 ninja monkeys and place down 25 202 ninjas as sacrifices, so you will hit degree 20 or degree 21. After getting your Ninja Paragon, the next Paragon you want is your Ace Paragon. So place down all tier 5 aces and yeah, place down 25,202 aces as sacrifices and spend all of your money into your Ace Paragon, and that's basically it. These 4 guys can easily defeat tier 5. You can aim the ability, it's not necessary, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, it makes the fight way easier if you aim your Ace ability on Dreadbloon. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope this guide helped you and I see you guys very soon. Yeah, if this guide helped you, please leave a like and subscribe, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.